This week I'm driving the Hyundai Santa Cruz 2022. Brand new pickup truck for the Hyundai brand. Actually, Hyundai doesn't call this a pickup truck, they call it a sport adventure vehicle, so a SAV. A brand new little market for these kind of pickup truck. It's a bit smaller than the normal mid-size pickup truck like the Ford Ranger or the Chevrolet Colorado. So smaller package, but we've seen those kind of pickup back in the days. If we think about the Explorer Sport Track or even a bigger one like the Chevrolet Avalanche. So these pickups are back. So a brand new market and a bunch of brands are jumping on this market. Hyundai is not alone. So Ford's gonna bring the Ford Maverick to compete against the Santa Cruz. Obviously, it's not a real pickup truck because it's not based on a frame. It's based on a unibody. This Santa Cruz, it's built on the same platform as the Hyundai Tucson. So it's kind of like a SUV with a box behind you, I could say. So we'll see a little bit deeper about this Santa Cruz, what makes this thing a sport adventure vehicle. Design-wise, you may have noticed this looks really similar to the Hyundai Tucson. It looks more like an SUV or a car than a real truck. So there's no rugged front bumpers, skid plates and all that. We've got the same pretty much design as the Tucson in the front. On the side, we've got some more rugged stuff. We've got those big plastic here around the wheels. Also on the lower part on the side here. Design-wise, again, the doors and all that, really similar to the Tucson. And in the back, that's where we have the party going on. The small spoiler here, and we've got the box to make this Santa Cruz sport adventure vehicle. And in the back, we've got those new lights for this model. And we've got the big stamp Santa Cruz. So you can notice you're driving behind a Santa Cruz, really similar to the Titan, Tundra and all that. So it makes it more rugged, more tough, more truck, even if it's a sport adventure vehicle. If we're looking at the box of the Santa Cruz, we have this really nice cover to secure your things inside of your box. This is really practical. So if your cab is full of people, but you still have to carry some luggage, golf bag and all that, you're able to lock it in, and it's also weatherproof. So it's really practical. Those kind of cover I always use on my pickup truck. So this bed is not super long, obviously. It's really built for adventure and not working, I could say. But it's a good 4.3 foot long, pretty decent. I'm pretty sure, you know, with the tailgate open, you're able to fit some bicycle, motocross and stuff like that. So once it's open, it's kind of decent, and you're able also to remove these covers to have a little bit more space. You can put up to 660 pounds of payload in this box. It's pretty decent for a small pickup truck. Inside of this box, you'll find a bunch of lights, tie downs, flexible tie downs, all that. You've got a box on your right and on your left. Inside of this small box right here, you can find an outlet, so you can secure things who's gonna be not affected by the weather if you don't have your cover. These are really practical. Also, you have this big compartment here you can use as a cooler or to hide stuff, you know, underneath your bed. You can drain this part right here so you can put ice and other stuff. So tailgate party and stuff like that. Really cool. You know, the Santa Fe can tow up to 5,000 pounds when you're equipped with the big motor. So even if it's not a real pickup truck, you don't make some big sacrifice on the capacities. If we take a look at the rear seats, obviously I'm not able to fit behind myself, but you know, if the driver is not really tall like me, I'm able to fit my legs, my head also. The roof is a little bit deeper here in the back. So, you know, you don't make a big sacrifice, even if it's a smaller pickup truck. You got decent amount of space, and you can carry the kids or two adults in the back right here. Under the hood of the Santa Cruz, we can find a 4-cylinder, 2.5 liter turbo, good for 281 horsepower. and 311 foot-pounds of torque. This engine is matched to 8-speed dual clutch transmission. It's a nice choice of engine, I think, for the size of this sport adventure vehicle. Bigger displacement than the Ford Ranger, so it's an interesting choice. We'll see on the road if this engine is going to give us the performance and also the fuel economy. On the road with the Santa Cruz, you know, driving this little pickup, it's basically like driving a Hyundai Tucson. There's no big difference, you know. If you don't look behind yourself, you don't really feel like you're driving a pickup or you've got a box behind you. It just feels like an SUV, handles like an SUV, it performs like an SUV. You've got the comfort just like a small SUV. You don't have the noise of a pickup truck with those all-terrain tires and all that. It's easy to drive, easy to park. It's smaller than your small pickup truck like a Ranger or Tacoma and all that. So, you know, driving-wise, comfort-wise, if you don't like the feel of a pickup truck, but you like driving an SUV, you will be basically really satisfied inside of this Santa Cruz. Power-wise, I'm pretty satisfied this week. A lot of people's like, this is a small engine and all that, but from my point of view, this little pickup is not as heavy as, let's say, a Ranger or Tacoma, and the power is really similar too. So, performance-wise, it delivers, good power. Nothing to complain there, acceleration-wise, entering on the highway, kick down, the way the transmission shift and all that. Again, you feel like an SUV. I think the engine is the right size. Just like the Ford Ranger, sometimes I feel like that little engine is struggling to carry all that weight. But a big advantage of having that good combo of engine size, it's really the fuel economy. This week I'm averaging around 10 liters per 100 kilometers. Probably I will be able to do a little bit better if I was on eco mode. There's several modes I can play with. But it's pretty decent, if you're looking to get a pickup truck with a good fuel economy without like spending a lot of money for a diesel or a small EcoBoost and all that. I never got these kind of numbers inside of a Ranger, Tacoma, maybe the Colorado with the diesel, but again, the Colorado with the diesel, it's pretty pricey. But if you're looking for practicality and also good fuel economy, Santa Cruz can be a good option for you. Price-wise, the model I'm driving this week, it's about 45,000 Canadian. It starts around 39,000, 40,000. I think it's priced well. I know the Maverick is going to be cheaper, but I think the Maverick is going to offer less luxury, less comfort, less option, all the feature and all that. So I think it's priced well. From my point of view, the Honda Ridgeline is a bit bigger and also a bit more expensive. So I think the Santa Cruz is at the right price if you want all those luxuries and all that. If you just want a small pickup truck, good on fuel, the Maverick might be a really good option. I didn't drive the Maverick yet, but it seems on paper, what I've seen online, seems like a good option. If you don't want a big pickup truck, I think it's a good option, especially with the hybrid model. This one's all-wheel drive. I know the Maverick with the hybrid won't get the all-wheel drive, I think. This is the right package. If you want a real 4x4, a bigger engine, you should choose a bigger pickup truck, obviously. Interior-wise, it looks like a Tucson. From my point of view, I would like to have something a little bit more rugged. Especially the screen and all the buttons. It's all like touch buttons. It's not the real buttons. I think when you have like a sport adventure vehicle, you should have some rugged buttons and all that, like you find in a Jeep or any pickup truck. I think Hyundai should have done something better inside, steering wheel wise, look wise. It's too car-ish, SUV-ish. from my point of view, it doesn't match really the pickup vibe. And I want some real buttons. I hate that when I have to press on the volume like that. From my point of view, it needs some real button. But the rest, you know, easy to use. We've got a place to recharge our phones. The seats are comfortable. You got heated and cool seats. You get some different driving modes, also different terrain mode to manage your all-wheel drive. So basically all the typical stuff you'll find in a small SUV. Overall, you know, I'm pretty glad the real small pickup truck are back on the market. You know, when I used to work at Ford in the auto shows, when they removed the Ford Ranger from the lineup, a lot of people were not happy with it. You know, some people, even if the F-150 base one can be a good deal, it's not super expensive. For a lot of people, it's way too big, way too hard to drive, way too hard to park and all of that. So they want that small packaging, but still practical and still good on fuel economy. So when they brought back that new generation of Ford Ranger, it was not the same Ranger like they had before. It was a little bit too big, and also, you know, kind of like too close to the pricing of the F-150. So the people were not satisfied. It was not responding that demand from the people for having a small, cheap, you know, affordable pickup truck. I think the Santa Cruz is right on that sweet spot. Luxury, fun to drive, still having the lifestyle. I think the Maverick will be a cheaper option if you want a real more pickup vibe. If you want more luxury, more option, more feature, the Santa Cruz will be a nice choice. That's why the Hyundai product's going to be a little bit more expensive than the Maverick. I think the Ridgeline, it's a little bit bigger and way too expensive for what it is. So I'm pretty glad that, you know, that small pickup truck is back. Hopefully GM and Ram and all that's going to jump on the market also. Hopefully it will be fun. And you know, for a lot of people, I think this is a great option. Not everyone needs a real 4x4 and all that, but they need that pickup bed. So it's great. It's easy to get in and out. So it's gonna please a lot of older gentlemen or some ladies too, you know, carrying some stuff for the house or whatever they want to carry. But I see a great market. I see a big demand for these kind of trucks. Online, the pickup guys, they don't like it, but telling you the truth, guys, in person, a lot of people love it, especially the older guys. So I think these gonna sell pretty well. Let me know in the comments what you think about this Hyundai Santa Cruz. I would like to see your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and we're gonna see each other on the next review.